Don't think. Feel. It is like a finger pointing to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger, or you will miss all the heavenly glory. Do you understand?
Good day, my friends. Back in action here, another video. I want to make this video in a response to my buddy Lucas Berger. I think that's his name. Lucas from Brazil. I think he's from Brazil. I hope I got that correct. I think he's from Brazil. Anyway, he asked me a few days ago about studying languages while I have these, the twins. He asked me how am I able to study languages while I'm taking care of the two girls. Well, yeah, it is tough because, as you know, those of you who have kids, you guys know that when you have newborns, you have to feed them like every 2 to 3 hours. So I find myself having to do that. So what you got to do is, as soon as you put them to bed, or this is what I do. As soon as I put them to bed, I normally get right to what it is I need to do. No monkey business, no monkeying around. I have to get right to it because the next feeding time will come around. So yeah, I put them to bed, and then I'll get, if I had to study, if I let's say German or something, I get my German studies in, or if I have to meet with a student, I'll plan a time to meet with them. Or just anything I have to do, I have to do it before the next feeding time. I have to do that the whole day, every time. So another thing I do is when I'm feeding the babies, I listen to the audio. So for example, today I'm working on Czech. Okay, I listen to my Czech audio. It could be it could be my Hippocrane course or something from Link or podcast, anything with audio. I listen to it over and over and over and over and over, of course. And then while I'm listening, I can have if there's a book for it, I can have the book right there on the bed while I'm feeding the babies. Now normally I feed them at the same time, but let's say if one takes a break, because often one of the girls will take a break, she will spit out the bottle. I will take the bottle out of her mouth, and then I will open up the book to whatever it is I was reading, and then just follow along while I'm feeding the other girl. So that works out really well. And like I said before, it's very easy to listen. So I'm getting that in while I'm feeding the girls. Another thing I like to do is read. When I put them to sleep, I like to read to them in whatever language. It could be Dutch, it could be German or Swahili, any of those languages, pretty much like my practice videos, those reading practice videos. I like to read to them. It's practice for me at the same time. So I like to do that. What else do I do? Pretty much, yeah, that's what I do. So I'm constantly listening to languages, and I'm reading even when I'm feeding the babies. So I'm able to get my studies in. It's just that I can't study straight for 4 or 5 hours. I have to, like I said, I have to attend to the girls, every 3 hours to feed them. So yeah. My wife works Monday to Friday, so I'm pretty much home the whole day. So I'm like that the whole time. Now when she gets back home, then she can take over. She can, if I have to meet with a student, tonight I have to meet with someone. Tonight I have to meet with someone from 8 o'clock, and then meet someone at 10. So my wife will pretty much take over from there, and then that's how it goes. And sometimes I get to bed, these past few days, I've been going to bed around midnight, and I get up early in the morning and start all over again, do the same thing. So so as far as my language studies, I'm still able to get those in, but like I said, I have to get right to it. I can't play around. As soon as I put the babies to sleep, I have to open up them books. I have to get right to it. So, yeah, that's how it's being done. And yeah, I will update you guys on some changes, because as you guys know, I always change. And I won't say change, but I'll say more like evolve. Like I learn new things. I like to, apply those to my, to the methods, the methods I use now. So um, that's it. If you have any other questions, just send me a message. This is a little late. I think it was about a couple days, but let me know what you think. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Otherwise, and I want to ask you, those of you who have babies, infants, newborns, and you guys learning languages, what do you guys do? Like, what are your strategies? How are you guys getting your language learning? I remember before the twins got here, there were a few people telling me that it will be impossible for me to do a language, do a language actively. And they were just saying that for like one child. They didn't even know I was having twins, but I have twins now, and I'm still able to get my languages in. It's not easy, because like I said, as soon as you put the babies to bed, you have to get right to it. But it's still being done. I have 4 languages I'm working on, and it's going well. So like yesterday I did German, today I did Czech, and tomorrow I'm back to Cantonese. So sometimes I may do 2 in one day, depending on what it is I'm studying from. But yeah, tomorrow will be Cantonese, and then after that will be Swahili. So that's how I'm doing this. So those of you who have infants, newborns, just like me, what are your strategies? What are you doing? How are you keeping up with your language studies? That's the question of the day. Thanks for viewing, and talk to you guys here shortly.